Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chili cheese dog. We're going to be making this with my homemade chili recipe. It comes out of my first cookbook, Making Home Cooking Simple, Easy, and Delicious. We've got several things happening today. One being we got a storm on the way through. Two, it's solar eclipse day. And three, this is my 6th year anniversary on YouTube. So thank you to everyone who watches and enjoys all of my recipes. We're going to get started with this beanless chili. Now I am cutting up 2 ribs of celery. Now I'm not going to mince it too fine because we're going to pulverize everything at the end. Now if you don't want to pulverize everything at the end, then you can mince this really fine, because you don't want big chunks of celery in your chili. So I'm just dicing pretty small. Give it a head start. Now we are going to move over to our large skillet. I've got a lid for it. That way we can simmer the sauce here in just a little bit. So in the skillet, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Now I use my trusty avocado oil there. Whoop. We're going to start heating that up. We're going to place our burner on a medium-high heat. Get that nice and hot. I'm going to finish up my celery. And we'll get that going. We want to get it nice and soft. Now if you don't have celery, you can use celery seed if you want to do that. You can use celery salt, but I would limit how much extra salt you put into the dish. Or if you don't like the celery flavor at all, you can certainly leave it out. We're going to go ahead, add this to our pan. All right, we're going to let that cook down just a little bit. Let's chop up an onion. Now we're going to put half of it into our dish, and we'll saute it down with the celery. Keep an eye on your celery, move it around so it doesn't burn on you. Everybody knows my third hand in the kitchen, huh? So we're going to take our onion, add it to the celery, and saute that down. Oh, it smells good. All right, this should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Now while this is happening, I'm going to go ahead and get my garlic ready. I've just got 2 nice sized cloves here. Just going to put it on its side, take the knife, put the flat edge on the garlic and just smash it down. That's going to release the paper wrapped around the garlic. We're just going to chop up our garlic. Give it a nice mince. Okay, I've added it to our celery and onions. We're going to stir that around for 30 seconds. Now I added a little extra oil in there, just so we don't burn our onions and celery. The garlic is all ready. We're going to add in 1 pound of ground beef. Now we're using our Wagyu ground beef we get from the company Ozark Valley Beef Company. Now if you're interested in Wagyu beef, this company is in Missouri, and we have a link down below for you. You'll get 15% off of any order in all orders that you get from them using my discount code that I'll put right here. You'll find that down below in the description box of my YouTube video also. But you can use any ground beef that you like. All right, once we get this all browned up, I'm going to bring you back. We're going to shove all the meat off to the side. I'm just going to put some paper towels in and drain it, or you can drain it any way you like to drain your ground beef. Get some of the excess grease out. Now when we're using Wagyu beef, there's hardly any grease to drain out. And some of this grease was from the oil we put in there to cook the peppers and onions. So But I'm telling y'all, some of the ground beef we get from the stores have a ton of water that come out of the meat. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So a lot of the weight of the ground beef is just liquid. But here, you get what you get. We're gonna start flavoring up our ground beef. Now, I always start off with a tablespoon of sugar because it helps with the acidity of the tomatoes that you put into your chili. 1 tablespoon. It's white granulated sugar. 1 tablespoon of mustard. All right, we're following along in the, where is it? There it is, right there. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm going to drizzle in 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire. Salt. About half a teaspoon. You can judge that later in the recipe. And some cracked black pepper. And we're going to give it some cumin. This will give it a nice flavor. About half a teaspoon. Let's stir that up. Oh, it smells delicious, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Now I've got 1 can of tomato sauce. This is 14 ounces. We're going to add that. And then I'm going to add in 1 can of diced tomatoes, juice and all. There we go. We're going to add 1 cup of water. Mix this all together. And once you get it all mixed together, make sure you get your spoon, give it a try, and see if you need to add any additional salt or any other flavors that you may like in here. Oh wow, that's delicious. What we're going to do, now you have to do this step, okay? Put a lid on. We're going to turn down the heat to about a medium low. We're going to let it simmer for 30 minutes. Now, during that time, you can get your tater tots, your french fries cooking. You can get your hot dogs going because you need those. I'll be back. I'm going to show you how we're going to get that consistency for the chili. Now, about halfway through, I'm going to take the lid off. We're going to finish cooking it without the lid. I'm going to give it a stir. Look how thick that's getting. Yes, all those flavors are coming together. I'm going to take my emulsifier and I'm going to go in and start really emulsifying those tomatoes. Now you want to go deep into the pot and give it a pulse. So I'm just going to go on top of the tomatoes and blend. Give it that really good chili texture. Yeah, look at this. Make sure you're into that sauce there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All right, I'm going to place my lid back on. Let it finish simmering. Boop, get it quick. Okay, our chili is done. I've just let it sit here for just a minute. Kind of pull itself together. I've got my hot dogs all steamed and ready to go on their buns. Now the hot dogs we're using, look how big these things are. Look at that. We use these right here, the Wagyu hot dogs. They're beef, and that's from the same company, Ozark Valley Beef Company, and I'll link that down below. We love these hot dogs. All right, we're going to dress these up. All right, let's dress it with the chili. Looks good. I love chili cheese dogs. And I'm betting if you're watching, you do too. All right, let me tell you what else I like on my chili cheese dogs. Onions and cheese. Sprinkling of onion, some cheese right on the top. All right, I'm going to pop this in the microwave for just 10 seconds and melt that cheese. I'm going to take a bite for you. Y'all, the snap on that hot dog, that's what we're having for lunch when the solar eclipse is coming through in a rainstorm. We're not going to see that. Who's making my chili? It's awesome. It's amazing. It's in my first cookbook, Making Home Cooking Simple, Easy, and Delicious. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all on the next episode. I'll take a bite for you.